Okay. Ooh, I look pretty. So it is day 5 of the astral projection experiment, and today I'm going to talk about mental blocks and my progress. So the two type of blocks we're going to go over today are fears and defeatist type blocks that really hinder your ability to astral project. Now we're going to go over fears. You see, fears for me were the biggest ones to keep me from astral projecting. That's honestly why it took me, I want to say, like over almost 2 years to really feel comfortable to astral project. I want to go over 3.5 fears today. The 0.5 you'll understand later. The first one is going to be feeling exposed. Now if you're new to meditation, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you close your eyes in a public place and you want to meditate there, you will feel exposed. You will feel the whole huge area around you. You'll feel like everyone's looking at you. That feeling of being exposed scared me when it came to astral projecting, because when I thought about if I were to astral project, being put in a new area, a place that I have no idea where I'm at, made me feel very exposed. And this fear really ran deep into me. And I got over this fear of being exposed by exposing myself over and over and over to this sensation. Sometimes I would go meditate in big, large rooms just to get that feeling of being exposed. And I got tired of being scared because I was tired of this fear hindering what I could do. And another thing was that I realized that there was really nothing to worry about, because if I kept doing this, if I kept feeling this fear of being exposed over and over again, yet I still came out okay on the other side, I have no idea why I'm being scared in the first place. The next one, the unknown. This was mainly caused because I would think of astral projection and what I didn't know in a negative light. And instead of seeing, oh, what if, in a positive way, I'd always view it as the scary. What if I see this scary being? What if I see this scary place? What if I get psychological? You know what I'm talking about? So instead, what I did is I started to think of the what if of the astral projection in a very positive light. Every time I thought about it, I tried to think about, oh, what if I meet this benevolent being? What if I see my family? What if I see beautiful places? What if I learn how to do this? What if I experience that? I kept making the unknown very exciting. And over time, I noticed that I wouldn't even view the negative light anymore. I wouldn't go there at all. And the unknown became very thrilling, and it made me want to astral project because it triggered an excitement in me. Last one is weird sensations. This is from sleep paralysis. This is from the weird voices, the noises, all the things that are unnatural. That got me really hard because it tends to either scare you or throw you out of focus, completely ruining the practice that you're doing. So what I did is I would expose myself there it is again, to this fear multiple times. I mean, to these sensations multiple times, until the point where it just became normal to me. I would try and put myself in sleep paralysis. And of course, it's kind of terrifying the first few times, but once you get used to this, and once you get used to these just different sensations, you're not scared of the next stage. You also have to show yourself how upset you are after these sensations. If you've ever tried to go into a meditation where you felt this weird feeling and you opened your eyes and gave up right there, you tend to notice that you feel very angry with yourself after. I tried to really stick that and show myself that, hey, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I know I cannot feel this way if I keep going. And I show myself that I'm okay. Because the end result is I felt this feeling and I feel fine. I'm sure if I keep feeling this feeling, I'm gonna be okay. Now the 0.5 kind of sticks with the unknown, and I'm going to talk about horror movies. You see, horror movies are probably the worst thing when it comes to astral projecting. They fill you with so many bad thoughts about the unknown and all this craziness, demons, monsters, etc., that the real keys to get over this are time and putting yourself in a safe place. See, what I did is I went to my safe place. Everyone has their place where they just feel 100% safe no matter what it is, whether it's your room during the day with someone. I would do this in my room with sunlight coming in, and I would do this laying next to Sarah whenever we go to sleep, because I feel safe in my room with sunlight, and I feel safe when I sleep next to someone that I love, or I'm by someone that I love. And what I would do is I would close my eyes, go into a meditative state, imagine the room that I'm in, and I'd conjure up all those monsters, all those scary things, and I'd have them crawl on me, I'd have them get close to me, I'd have them do all the scary things, the twitches, and I'd show myself that it's just me. I'm just scaring myself with these thoughts. These thoughts are only scary because I make them scary. And I'm still okay. I'm still in my safe place. I'm still 100% fine. I'm still safe. And I honestly only had to do that once before all those fears went away. And of course, taking time and just not exposing yourself to that scary stuff really slows the momentum on those thoughts. Holy crap, we're so deep into this. I'm gonna make these ones quick. Defeatist. The defeatist mindsets are the I can't do it. You see, if you want to astral project and you take a technique and you go in with the intentions of honestly only going like halfway because you don't really believe you're gonna astral project, don't even bother. You need to work on believing that you can do it and following through 100%. Giving it your all is super important. I'm actually making a whole different video on that later, so I actually might just talk about that there. But if you have a defeatist mentality and you don't really believe you're gonna astral project, work on that more than anything, because that is just a brick wall that you're not going to get through, and it is not gonna let you astral project if you have that. Ooh! Let's talk about the progress. Ryan has 4 side meditations that you do, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but they get harder as you go from 1 to 4. For the first 4 days, I only did side meditations 1 and 2, and those really help with using your phantom body in deep states of consciousness, as well as just getting used to the sensation and getting used to what it feels like. Well, the third one had to do with spatial awareness, and it is one that was in his old method, so it was one that I was kind of used to, and it has you dealing with getting very familiar with your room, and honestly it was super cool. I started to do it, and I noticed that at first I was getting in my own way because I was functioning really hard from my head space, just my mind, and my mind would second guess my instincts of what I thought was where I thought was where. That doesn't make sense. My mind would get in the way of my external awareness, and I would get measurements wrong. I'd make the room either feel too big or too large. So what I did is I ended up just tuning into my body and trusting my body. And the first thing that my body said, I would open my eyes. It was amazing, the accuracy. And when I started doing that, I just flew through the meditation. It was awesome. And it took me, honestly, it took me a few tries. In the beginning, it was super hard and it made me want to give up. But I knew that that was a wall I had to get through. It's that defeatist mentality that I went through. Because once you get it just once you get the concept just once, it's like, oh, yeah, sick. And even though I got it, I still practice it like crazy, because you're supposed to do these side meditations until it's second nature. You want to be just as good as you are in this normal awareness as you are with this phantom body. That's why I just keep doing them all the time. Honestly, I spent like 4 hours in these side meditations yesterday, but it's just crazy. Like, I think about it all the time. Hey, I'm gonna get TMI real quick. I went to go do exercise today, and while I was on the pooper, I was just trying to do one of the side meditations, and it was just not a good idea. Even when I'm talking to people, I'm like thinking in my head, like, how can I, like right now, just to practice, like my, it's so bad. But yeah, that's my progress. I'm definitely excited because for the first time, I was able to walk around my room in my phantom body and feel comfortable, and it was crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And the best part is when you're doing this, you can set the intention to have your room show itself to you. And it's just like, it's weird because you get so into this awareness, this state of being, this room, this phantom body, that when you snap back to your physical, it's just like, whoa. But I think for the rest of today, I'm just going to keep doing 3, 2, and 1, and then tomorrow I'm going to tackle 4, which if I can get that one, that's going to be exciting. And tomorrow I plan to talk about a little cheat code I found to learning these meditations super fast. Yeah, that'll do it for this one. I'm glad you guys watched, and keep in touch for the next one. Take care.